Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another episode of the Huddersfield Town Career Mode. It's episode number 21, and today, another big episode with our Terriers. Some more transfer window business to get to, selling some players, signing some players, and our first game of the new Premier League season as well. So, let's get straight to it today then. Now, of course, to recap the last episode, you guys would have seen 5 new players arriving for Season 2. Now, 2, of course, you were aware of, Diego Reyes and Moses Odibajo coming in on pre-contracts, and also 3 new signings, Casey Palmer back in on loan for another year from Chelsea, and 2 new permanent signings as well. Marcus Edwards from Spurs, a young talented right midfielder and also can play cam as well. And lest we forget, Moses Simon, our biggest signing of this series so far, £12.8 million, but he scored on his debut in our pre-season final win over Genoa as we won the cup for the 2nd straight year. So yeah, in today's episode, once again, more transfer business and the first game of the season. Let's see what comes first. And so to begin with then, the Huddersfield board coming to us and talking about our pre-season tournament win, getting a bit more money to our budget, that's good. And also, you guys might be wondering who won the World Cup. Well, it was France. France won the World Cup. They put their disappointing final defeat to Portugal back in Euro 2016 behind them to win the World Cup 2 years later. And it is France who are crowned champions of Russia 2018. For those wondering, by the way, whether I'll manage a country in this series, of course, we rejected quite a few, like Peru and Wales and India as well. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if a nation takes my fancy, then sure. But right now, none have come in that I'm too keen on. But we also have our final youth scout report here from Keith Barr, currently based in England. We shall see if we're going to put any more players in our academy. But really, what I'm now looking for, Huddersfield, is the creme de la creme of players. And whilst I do want players with good potential, their overalls need to be good as well, because we're not going to spend absolutely ages training them if they're not good enough for the first team or even close to the first team when they come out of the academy. So we're going to reject pretty much every single player, I think, from this scouting update. We might put Owen Richardson in our academy. George Lewis, no, not good enough. Dominic Clark certainly isn't. Patrick Griffiths, again, the potentials, you might notice the potentials of these players are quite good, but their overalls are just far too poor for me to worry about. So yeah, I think, to be honest, I think we'll just leave it there. Yeah, we'll just have one and the rest can go. And also a bid here for Christopher Schindler. Aston Villa want to take him to Villa Park for 6.7 million. Now last season was pretty decent in our team alongside Tuansby or Zanka, but he's now probably going to be 4th choice this season behind both of those players and Diego Reyes as well. So I'm not against selling him. That is 1.2 mil over his valuation. We'll see how much we can get. And I think I'll probably accept around 8.85 to £9 million for him. We'll see what Villa say. So let's propose a new transfer fee. We'll go to, let's go 8.5 mil to begin with. And we shall see what they say to that. They'll give us 8.5 mil for Schindler. I'm fine with that, because remember last season, I was going to accept a 7.5 mil bid from Swansea, so that's an extra million there. I'll take that for Schindler. A decent defender, but at 28 years old, we can certainly do better. However, one transfer that isn't going to go through is Chris Louver leaving the club. In the last episode, I accepted a bid for our left-back who was out of contract come the end of the year, but he turned down a chance to move away from Huddersfield Town, so totally fine with that. I did say it was up to the player now, and I don't really mind where he stays or leaves, so Louver will stay. But another bid here for Tom Ince. First it was Newcastle, now Sunderland putting in a bid for our wide midfielder. 6.5 mil, 26 years old. Discussed it in the last episode. I wouldn't be against selling him, but he can be good at times. He's such a hot and cold player. I'll see how much Sunderland will go for. If they want to meet around double that, they can have him. But I'm not selling him for anything less than 10 mil. Right, forget it. They wouldn't go higher than 6.5 mil plus a 7% sell-on clause. Oh, I'm giving him the stare there. I'm giving him the stare. So yeah, Tom Ince is going to stay here. And that's totally fine with me. And also, yet another bid for Regan Booty. Bray Wanderers want to take him for £77,000. I swear Bray have put in like 5 bids for him. He just doesn't want to go there. I don't know why. I mean, like I said last season, Jackie loved it there. Why won't Booty leave the club, man? Seriously, just please stop pulling out the mace. For the love of God, we don't want you here. Seriously, as much as I like the surname, it's just getting annoying now. I want you to leave the club. And a bit here for Jack Payne as well. Wolves, a newly promoted side, wanted for 1.7 mil. He's out of contract in the summer. He was on on loan last year, away on loan. He's 23 years old, valued at 2.1 mil. I'll try and get a bit more money for him, see what I can get. Don't want to sell him for under his valuation, because whilst I don't have too many plans to use him this season, I would like a little bit more cashish for him. So 2.5 mil. And they're going to say, yeah, so Wolves for 2.5 mil, totally fine with me. And there is confirmation, Christopher Schindler has left the club and joined Aston Villa for 8.5 mil. I'm sure the Huddersfield fans won't be happy about that, because Schindler is a really consistent player, very, very intelligent, but now fourth choice centre-back, I think we could do better. Look, I liked him, I did, but for 8.5 mil, you got to accept that is a pretty decent fee for him, and we wouldn't have got more than that, so I'll take that. Schindler has gone. Cheers for your service, Chris, and hopefully you won't play very well against us this season when we meet you. And Crystal Palace are going to put in a bid for £10 million for Tommins. Oh, Ince is in demand this season. Sunderland weren't interested in going anywhere close to that, but for Palace, £10 million? That's not a bad bid, that one. Now, if memory serves me correctly, Tom Ince had a loan spell at Palace quite a few years ago now, so I can see why they'd want to take him back to Selhurst Park, because he's not a bad player, 75 rated. I'm going to ask them if they'll go to 14 million, which is quite a lot of money. We'll see just how desperate Crystal Palace are. And yeah, Roy Hodgson is going to say 14 mil, we'll put that bid in, and Tom Ince could be set for a return there to Selhurst Park. For 14 million, that could be a really good sale. And our budget is steadily increasing as well. It's now up to £26.4 million. Now, I wouldn't mind making a big signing for this window with the money we're getting. Of course, with the Ince sale as well, that could go up to around 37 to 38 million once the board skim a little bit off the top. We're making money right here with Huddersfield, and I'm liking it a lot. And since that's the case, I'm going to go in for a new backup goalkeeper, with Morris being our number one this season. And I'm going to go in for this guy. Now, you'll know who he is, obviously, from last season. Rob Elliott from Newcastle United, who had that stormer against us at St James's Park, where we had so many shots on target. We saved every single one of them. Kept a clean sheet, and Newcastle won 2-0. He was my biggest enemy in that game. But now, I'm going to turn him into my best friend and see if I can get him to be my backup goalkeeper for Season 2. So I'm going to put in a valuation bid for the recently relegated Magpies goalkeeper Elliott, and they are going to say, yeah, that's totally fine. So a valuation bid for the 32-year-old. Certainly not one for the future, obviously, but when you look at his wages, they're really cheap, only 16.5 grand. He will accept a squad role, which is not first team as well, so he'll know his role. He'll be okay with being on the bench with the 17-year-old Morris between the sticks on a more regular basis. So yeah, Rob Elliott as a backup goalkeeper, consistent, safe pair of hands. I'd certainly take him here. I'd certainly take him. Squad role rotation. Come on, mate. Okay, so we've agreed on 3 components in the contract. Sadly, I couldn't get his squad role down to sporadic, so he will be a rotation player here on a 2-year deal. Don't want to give him any more than that, because he's 32 years old, so getting on a little bit. And he's got no release clause either. The wages, though, quite high. 25 grand a week is quite a lot for a backup goalkeeper that's only 71 rated. But I want to get rid of that sign-on bonus. I discussed this in the last episode, and I said it before. The bonuses on this game, they just seem far too expensive. We'll go to 125 grand, and we'll try and reduce the wages to 20 grand. I'm not sure this is going to work, and in fact, it might backfire, and they might ask for more money. Yeah, that's exactly what's happened. God, the bonuses on this game, man, they frustrate me so much. But you know what? I really do like Rob Elliott, so we need to get him as a backup goalkeeper. I want a safe pair of hands on the bench, just in case Morris isn't playing well. So we'll try and reduce that sign-on bonus just slightly to 180 grand. Just takes 20 grand off, a little bit of a help, and we'll also try and edit that bonus and get that down to 150 grand, so it's still quite a lot of money, but I think I'd take that. And no, it's just the bonuses on this game, man. I think EA need to sort it out, because it's just far too much money, especially when you don't have much to offer. But okay, fine, Rob Elliott, it's a lot more than we planned for originally, but I want you as my backup goalkeeper. You were my worst enemy last season, now you're going to be your best friend off the bench as a safe pair of hands. Welcome to Huddersfield Town, old boy. And so once again, Regan Booty's transfer talks have broken down. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm this close to just releasing him, because the surname is funny, isn't it? Booty, swiggity swoody. But I just stop turning down offers. Leave. But we do have a bid here for Aaron Moy. Liverpool want to take him for £9.9 million. Jurgen Klopp, get lost. You are not taking Aaron Moy. I really, really like him, and he is staying here. And also another scouting update, as well as an academy update as well. So a few more players to look at here. Again, like, some of these players have decent potentials, but they're their overalls are just too low for me to even consider putting in our academy, really. They need to be like a minimum of like, I don't know, like that one there. Albin Jespersen, 52 to 66 overall with 79, 94 potential. That's more like it. They need to have a decent overall, which is at least, at very, very least, around 50 to 55 minimum. Otherwise, I'm just not going to bother because they just won't have the time to get good in this Huddersfield team and end up being used. So, yeah, like the potentials of some of these players are really decent. So you might wonder why I'm not signing them, but the overalls aren't good enough. Simple as that. They need to be good as a youngster as well as having potential as well. But here's the academy update as well. There's still quite a few players in here that look really, really decent. Bradley Mitchell looks very good. 63 overall, 75, 89 potential. You can see Svensson there, 59 overall, 82, 94 potential. A young Danish left winger. Patrick Wilson looks very good as well. Jamie Turn looks good. Our academy is looking really, really decent right now. There's some very, very good talent in there. And while some probably won't make the cut, there's quite a few players that long term, like this guy here, Ewan Cooper, who I have big plans for. They look very decent. And Tomic's transfer talks have broken down, which is a bit of a shame because I do like him, but for 14 mil, I would have taken that every single day of the week. So Inter's going to stay here. Fair enough, though. He's still a pretty decent player, and I guess we'll keep him. But a bid for Sabiri. Charlton want to take him on a one-year loan deal, so yeah, it's totally fine with me. And also Jack Payne has been sold to Wolves for 2.5 mil as well. We're having a clear out at the moment. And what's happened to De Poitre as well? What's happened with De Poitre? We still haven't figured out what's happened there. He's still it's been like 2 weeks. It's been like 2 weeks and they're still negotiating with Las Palmas. What's going on there? Oh, literally right on cue. Next advance. That was always going to happen, wasn't it? You guys knew that was going to happen. The next advance. And he's off. So De Poitre off to Spain then. He's joined Las Palmas for 3.95 mil. Only 2 goals all of last season. So totally fine with that. And now that means we've got 2 strikers, 2 out-and-out strikers in Mounier and Chaplin, and 1 centre-forward in Simon as well. Other players can play there, like Kachunga as well, but I might go in for another new striker. And I know just who I'm going to go after as well. Now, I've got this guy on my shortlist. I had this guy back in FIFA 15 Ultimate Team, and he fit the bill for me because back then I was all about the Brasilbas. Now, some of you guys probably know who it's going to be, but this guy has 5-star skills, which you know I'm going to love, and he's got some awesome stats. Vitinho, a Brazilian 24-year-old playing for CSKA Moscow, who can also play a little bit deeper in the cam role as well. And this guy's got some very nice stats. 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. Absolutely love it. Some really, really nice stats. Physically pretty decent there. Even strength is alright at 65. And technically, I mean, that's where he excels. Look at that. 85 dribbling, 85 long shots, 83 shot power, 82 ball control. I'll talk about the 78 free kick accuracy. My free kicks are so bad, that doesn't matter. But oh my god, I've got to get this guy, man. Seriously, I really like the look of him. Set play specialist. No more Charlie Adam after next season. This guy could take over. Right, I'm getting this guy in. I need to make him my marquee signing this year. Oh, Vitinho. Memories of the Brasilbas. For those that have been watching me for a while, you'll know that back in the day, I was all about those skill compilations. And I just, oh man, Vitinho. I loved him so much. So, let's go ahead and offer a transfer fee. He's valued at £12.5 million. We'll put in a straight valuation bid to begin with and see what the Russians say to that. Nope, they want 17.6 mil. Not a real surprise. He is a very good player, so we'll counter that. Try and get a little bit cheaper if we can. I'm going to put in a bit of 14.75 mil. I think they once again ask for a bit more than that. However, I'm prepared to go to what they just offered there. I just want to try and get a little bit cheaper if we can. And no, again, they're saying 17.6 mil, forget it. Well, do you know what? I've got real nostalgia with this guy. I liked him a lot back in the day, and hopefully he'll be just as good in career mode as well. Vitinho, fine. 17.6 mil, I'll take him. Of course, it wasn't just Ultimate Team when I had Vitinho as well. I did have him in one of my career mode series too. If you guys know the answer to that, let me know in the comment section down below. Hashtag Docs Trivia. Okay, so you want 60 grand a week then. That's a 20 grand a week pay increase. 830 grand sign-on bonus and 940 grand after 10 goals. I've got to tell you, man, I said it a moment ago, EA need to fix those bonuses. They're far too much money. I'm fine with the wages. I'm totally fine with the wages, but the sign-on bonus and particularly the bonus after 10 goals is a lot of money. We'll try and reduce that sign-on bonus to 750 grand. We shall try and edit that bonus and get that down to the same. I know, 800 grand, 800 grand, because you know they won't accept that. And we shall see what they say. They'll probably ask for the same amount of money. Yeah, they've got to fix these bonuses, man. They're far too much money. But you know what? Like I said, the nostalgia with this guy is real, both for Ultimate Team and career mode as well. I want him back. I really liked him back in the day. Vitinho, again, it's a lot of money, but welcome to my club. You've got all the stats I'm looking for. You look like a class player. You are going to get bums off seats at the Kirkley Stadium. Welcome to Huddersfield Town. And I guess one of the questions is, what role are we going to give Vitinho now? Because, I mean, he's 78 rated. He's got to go in the first 11 with those sort of stats. I mean, you know, it'll be foolish to keep him on the bench. Chapman will drop to the resis at this rate. But who does he take the place of? Is it Mounier up top? Does he go out on the right-hand side, maybe? I mean, I don't know. Like, I really don't know. What are we going to do with Vitinho? I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I wanted him, and I'm glad I got him, despite the money we've paid, but, like, what role do we give Vitinho? Let me know in the comment section down below, where is he going to play for us? Okay, so Sabiri has just been loaned out. We've got about £8 million in our budget right now, but as we're advancing here, we should get some season ticket sales, which will give us a bit more money. It's now only gone up to £9 million, so not much there, but that's okay. So £9.8 million remaining in our budget then. But I don't think we'll do any more business between now and the first game of the season because, you know, I'm fine with the squad we have. It's pretty decent. It's all right. And I'm totally content with it. So I think what we'll do is go into the first game of the season. We'll take on Burnley. And afterwards, between then and deadline day, if we want to make any more signings, we will. And we'll do those in the next episode. And as we're advancing to the game as well, Chelsea have just signed Kylian Mbappe for £42 million. I mean, as you get a bit of a scan as well, you can go to the Macron as well and put in a 460 grand bid. That's totally fine with me. But I tell you, man, like, as much as I do believe career mode has made improvements from last year and the year before, I really do feel that they still need to get to grips with realistic transfer fees and realistic fees for agents and not agents and bonuses and whatnot as well, because that really does, you know, detach you from immersing yourself in this game when it's just so unrealistic. So here we go then, first and only game today, the season opener as we welcome Sean Dyche's Burnley. We are going to play the 4-2-3-1 for this game. However, what I thought we could do is potentially play Vitinho and Sisto as attacking mids, as well as Simon as well, supporting Mounier. But for the time being, this will be our lineup. Morris in goal, back for Sessegnon, Tuanzebe, Diego Reyes and Tommy Smith. Billing in more in the DM area, Sisto on the left, Vitinho on the right, Simon the attacking mid, and Mounier does lead the line, so a very threatening attack this one. And as for Burnley, well, we did beat these guys back-to-back last season, both at the Kirkley Stadium and also away at Turf Moor as well. So I want to make it 3 from 3 and 3 points on the opening day as well. Let's get a winning start to Season 2.
When you're a forward and you come into a new club, you know from your own experience, Alan, you want to make a good start. Here's his chance. It's his start today. Yeah, a goal here would certainly help his cause. It would relax him. You don't want to go 3, 4, 5 games not having found the back of the net.
Need to Ayub. Moy with a good tackle there. And Moy looking to play through Simon. It's Moses Simon. It's Moses Simon. Surely! Oh, off the post from Simon. I think Tom Heaton got a touch on the ball as well. He did. And turns behind for a corner. So no with a chance here for Burnley. Oh! Charities firing one just off target. Been a half of very few chances, still 0-0. I think someone will score at some point, but I think this game could be separated by just the 1 goal. Vitinho, good tackle, can get a chance just for the break. He slides it into Mounier. It's Mounier. It's Mounier, tackled by Burnley. I'm just not feeling it right now, you know. For some reason, we're just not playing our natural game. I guess because there's so many new faces in the team, it can take time to gel with your new teammates. Maybe that's why we're struggling, but it's half time. The fans are still in good voice, but it's 0-0. We've not done much at all. Right, so what I'm going to do is change things up here and go from our 4-2-3-1 to a 4-2-3-1 narrow, which should hopefully get Vitinho and also Sisto more direct. That's when they're at their best. And also Simon playing in the attacking midfield role as well. Not a major change to our shape, so it shouldn't take too much time to get to grips with in the second half, but just something to get Vitinho and Sisto more involved, more direct, and hopefully see us create more chances as well. It just makes no sense to have Vitinho on the wing. Like, he's not a winger, he's a central-based player, so need to play him in a more natural role, and hopefully this will benefit him as Simon finds Billing. Bidding our Sessegnon calling for it, so he gives it to our left back here, rolling it to Sisto, and Sisto hasn't seen much of the ball in this game so far, but right now a chance to show what he still can do. Sisto, great save by Heaton, and he can't get the rebound. That's when Sisto's at his best, cutting in from the left. Great save by Heaton. So Billing's going to come on for Charlie Adams, set-piece specialist, on for his first appearance in his final season in professional football. We have won a free kick here. Now, I'm rubbish at free kicks, but a good chance for us possibly going front. 30 yards from goal. We've got options that can take this. Sisto, Vitinho, now Adam on the pitch as well. But I think I might let Vitinho take this one here and see what he can do. So Vitinho from 30 yards on his debut. What can he do? It's Vitinho. It's not a bad effort. And it's just wide of the post. Oh, it's not looking good. It's going to be a 0-0 on the opening day. That's not the start we want. But here is Charities, who's one-on-one. And he scored. And Burnley have gone in front late on and have surely won it. 15 minutes to go. We've been a better team. But Burnley are going to steal all 3 points on the opening day. I do not know what happened there. Just a simple through ball. Charities one-on-one. Morris comes out to close down the angle. But it's a brilliant finish. Burnley in front. I can't believe this. It's the same problems as last year. We play well, we create chances, but we just don't score enough goals. And then eventually we concede. So frustrated. Ince, cross to the middle. Mounier! Oh, Heaton! What a save! Forget Rob Elliott. I should have signed Tom Heaton. I mean, seriously, I can't believe this. We've been a better team. Simon, Mounier, 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 Mounier! Yes, Mounier with the finish. Back on level terms. And we have the equalising goal. 10 minutes to go. Thank God for that. Brilliant save by Tom Heaton there, but thankfully straight afterwards Mounier sent through, takes his time, takes it round his man, and a crisp finish as well. 1-1. Oh man, we needed that. So that will do it then. 1-1 the final score. A point on the opening day. Not a bad result, but I wanted the 3. We played better. We should have won, but to be fair, Tom Heaton made some brilliant saves. I guess I'll take the point. Stats will say it was quite balanced. I actually thought personally we were a little bit better. We had more shots on target, and for a while had more of the ball as well. Heaton made some great saves though, and 1-1, to be fair, probably was the right result. But for man of the match, Mounier had a 9.1, but I think for the saves he made, I think Tom Heaton probably deserves man of the match. He made a couple of big saves in this game, including very late on to deny Mounier for what would have been the equaliser. So Heaton man of the match. And so that will end today's episode of the Huddersfield Town Career Mode, guys. So a big thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed a double episode upload day to mark the return of Season 2, then please do consider leaving a like, as likes are of course very much appreciated, and you help channel out as well. 4 big videos this weekend. I hope you enjoyed them all. Have a fantastic Sunday night, and I'll see you for the next episode of the Huddersfield Town Career Mode featuring Transfer Deadline Day very soon. Bye.